What's going on, guys? Grease Monkey Cam here, and today we're going to be pulling the engine off of an exmark mower, 0 turn. Customer wants it replaced. I guess it blowed up or something. He didn't really say what happened with it, but we're going to be replacing that today. All right, guys, first thing first, gotta get this thing up in the air. Gotta get the oil drained out of it. I know, pull the exhaust off, wiring harness, whatnot, pull off the electronic clutch, drain the oil, stuff like that. So here we go. All right, guys, got her up in the air. Nice thing about these mowers is got a drain hose, and then your oil filter's right there. So we're gonna get the oil drained on it, get the clutch off, get the engine bolts loose, lower it back down, pull the fuel lines, throttle cable, harness, everything like that. So, and then get a brand spanking new engine slapped on it. And here is the new engine. I haven't even pulled it out of the box yet. So we're gonna do a time lapse and keep this going. I don't know if y'all can see it now, but when I pulled the plug out of this thing, let's focus. Yeah, you can see it. That oil's real chunky. That oil shouldn't be chunky. Now it's just starting to kind of flow out, but when I pulled the plug, it was just chunks that came out. So I'm assuming this thing's broke a rod or something's wrong with it. I know there's not a hole in the block or anything. So, but yeah, so maybe when we get it pulled off, we'll pull the engine apart and see what kind of carnage we got going on inside. All right, guys, we got the bolts out the block. Seems that there's been one broke off in there once before. I don't know when that happened or how. I mean, the block's not that strong. You wouldn't figure you'd break a bolt, but somebody did. The only issue I'm having is I can't get it's the drive pulleys. Let's see if I can show y'all. Yep, this top one runs the hydro transmissions and the bottom one runs the deck. For whatever reason, it seems to be frozen to the shaft. I've had this mower here for a while. We've just been waiting on an engine, really, so now time to figure out how to get that off. All right, guys, we got the new engine sitting on there. To be honest, it kind of looks like shit with that old muffler, but that's how they send them. So this one came with a new fuel filter, so I just gotta get this fuel filter pulled off of that line, hook up my ground and my main harness, and then my throttle and my choke. That'll be done. And then I can proceed to, I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna bolt it down, get the pulley and the clutch and all that back on, get it plugged back in, get the belts on it. And then I can proceed to put it back together, fill it with oil, get some fresh gas in this thing and get her fired up and see what happens. Let's get a move on. And by the way, for anybody that doesn't know much about these, this is a Kohler Command Pro 725, and this is going on, which is the factory replacement. This is going on a Lazer Z. And I do believe this is a 60-inch deck, if I'm thinking correctly. So for anybody that was wondering, there you go. All right, let's get it tackled. Need a bolt because the one on that other engine was snapped off in the block. See if I can't find one. If I can't find one, may have to go to the hardware store or something. And it's looking like we do not have one to fit it. So I will be right back. All right, guys. Got the new engine on. Everything's installed except for the back plates and the side. Stuff to protect the engine. It's got gas. It's got oil. I've already cranked it up once and it tried to fire up and run. So about to crank it up again. A little bit of throttle. Full choke. Key on. Alright, there we go. Runs good. Let it run for a minute. Gotta get the oil circulated in the system with the pressure loop motor. So, sounds good though. I'm surprised it runs so easy. Rev it up a little bit. Definitely need to adjust the idle, the high idle. It's hitting governor limiter, so, or whatever you want to call it. Governor's interfering with it running that high. Got the whole frame put back together. Runs, drives. That's about it. It'll be another happy customer. Motor's been replaced. So, it's winter time, so I mean, he can probably mulch some leaves, but he'll be more than ready to go next year. I'll go ahead and start it up right quick. Oh, gotta put the brake on. Okay. Idle's great. Idle it up. And that's that. She is finished. Now, it took me a little while to do this one. Generally, you can do these in about, I'd say about an hour, hour and a half, depending on what kind of tools you got. But I wasn't really in a hurry, so I just kind of took my time on it. And yeah, so it's done as of now. So I appreciate y'all watching and catch you next time.